Hi, everyone. I just wanted to share something that I just realized, and well, God put it into my head. But okay, so He was telling me Zerubbabel, 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 like over and over in my head, and so I looked it up, and it comes from the book of Haggai, and it's in the Zechariah as well. But in Haggai, it refers to the governor of Judah, but it could also mean a servant of God or born in Babylon. And so when I was reading Haggai chapter 2, I came across something so crazy, because I'd had a vision back on January 17th, and it was just like perfectly aligned with this passage. So I'm going to read the passage real quick. It says, Haggai chapter 2, verse 20, the word of the Lord came to Haggai a second time on the 24th day of the month. Tell Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, that I am going to shake the heavens and the earth. I will overturn royal thrones and shatter the power of the foreign kingdoms. I will overthrow chariots and their drivers. Horses and their riders will fall, each by the sword of his brother. On that day, declares the Lord Almighty, I will take you, my servant Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, declares the Lord, and I will make you like my signet ring, for I have chosen you, declares the Lord Almighty. Okay, so back to this vision that I had like last week. Okay, God said, come up here. Whenever he has something he wants to reveal to me, he's like, come up here. So he said, come up here. And so I went and I was at his feet, and then he took me and we were racing along a tree limb because he wanted to feed me its fruits. But then I realized it was actually a vineyard, and we were racing along a vine. And we were very small, and I could see these big giants, these huge men on horses, and they were racing behind us, and they were dragging the vines from their place and demolishing the field. And so I cried out and I said, Lord, what can we do? And he said, we will build a trap. So we raced ahead, and as we passed them, all I saw were the horses because the men had turned themselves invisible, but I could still see their outline, so I knew they were there. But so this is symbolizing that they were spirits. So I could still see their outline, but all I could really see were the horses. And then the Lord took a long line, and he went across the field. So he was holding one side of the rope, and I was holding the other side of the rope. And we stopped, and we waited for these giants to come, and we pulled the rope taut, and all of a sudden, they just went tumbling all over each other, and they went falling off of their horses. And then the Lord whistled, and a huge army of men came on stallions to destroy the giants. And I asked, why are they so blue? Because I saw that they were just very, very bright blue. And I realized they were berserkers, which is metaphorically, they were not actually berserkers, but berserkers relates back to like how they would be, if they would just have this mindset of destroy. And so as they came upon the giants, they began stabbing or slicing off their heads. But I asked, where are the women? And suddenly the women came flying in with bows, and they were shooting arrows and piercing the enemy's eyes. And I said, oh, so they look like angels. And the Lord said, Anna, I will tell you a secret. You can be anything you want in the spirit, but the more like me you are, the more beautiful you will be and the more powerful. And that is why I chose you, and you must lead them. And I said, but how do I train them? And he said, I will train them, but you must guide them to me and help them hear my voice so that they can learn to take direction. And so that was the end of that very strange vision. I was like, isn't it crazy though? Okay, so back to this passage where it talks about overthrowing the foreign kingdoms and the chariots and the horses, and their riders will fall, each by the sword of his brother. Okay, so the royal thrones represent the... Okay, first of all, when he says, I'm going to shake the heavens and the earth, that's talking about revival. And then when he's talking about overthrowing the thrones and shattering the powers of the foreign kingdoms, those are the princes of the air, the principalities. And those are the foreign kingdoms, like they're not supposed to rule this world, but they took over. Those are the demonic realm. They've taken over the heavens, and God is going to overthrow them and their drivers and their horses and their, so good. Okay. So this coming revival, I've talked about it in my first introduction video, but God had been revealing to me that there's going to be a massive earth-shaking event, and it's going to be in the heavens, not in the physical realm, but in the heavenly realm. There's going to be a massive earth-shaking event, and it's going to destroy all the mountains, the barriers that are keeping people from God. Okay, so I have another vision that I'm going to share soon. So keep posted because it's going to come real soon. So thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe, and God bless.